Hi, it's Tuesday night, the 24th of November, day 328 of my journey to business alignment, and I'm still living the dream. It happens every day. It's a great thing. It's a cool experience. My power statement for this morning said, I'm going to keep doing the tasks I have on my Ontoport task list while Ontoport and Fahad work on their tasks that I have to get done before I can finish integrating the Ontoport system so that it's working perfectly. Fahad fixed the member login page so that it's now working and people are being directed to the private pages, so it works great. It's so cool to see it working like it's supposed to, like I envisioned in my head. To get the member sign up and login working is a big piece of my dream that I've had for several months now, and it came into the port of my mind and it's now manifesting to the world of physical. Bam, done. Way to go, Fahad and Marty. Ontoport's still working on those two darn issues that I sent to them to fix, so I'm just going to continue to move forward with everything else that I've got to get done and let them get that fixed and let me know. I'll go in and make those fixes on the emails on all the campaign order forms once they get that done. So here's my to-do list that I had for today, right there for Tuesday. Those highlights are done, checked off, exciting. My most important task for today was to get the pieces of the product ordering form set up for step 1 lesson, and then have Fahad do the linking for that order form and landing page so I can test it before I do all the others. My fun task for today was to get the order form template I just mentioned all set up for step lesson 1 so that I can replicate it 12 more times. I will show this to everyone once I have them all working correctly. I'll do a Zoom video on it. And my exciting task for today was to jump on the chat and have an agent help me understand how to change out the order form's auto response emails for each order form that's different for each one, and how to change out each of the order forms once I copy them. Something isn't quite right with that right now, and so I need to have their help to learn how to do these things right. Now, let's go forward with my end of the day success routine questions. Get honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up and start your day strong, early and strong? Cold blast on my face. Woke up. Made the bed, went down and did the win the morning, win the day routine. Yes, so I started my morning with power. Were you productive throughout your day? You just saw that. Oh, I do have these are another list of little ones I got done today as well. So I was very productive. I moved my goals forward, and I showed up as the person I wanted to today. What about your personal time with Kathleen, Marty? Were you present? I was. Next are my end of the day success routine accountability questions. Were you honest with yourself about today's task, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself this morning? Well, this morning I promised myself that I would jump on a call with an Ontoport chat helper and finally figure out how to set up that product order form step lesson 1 so that I have a template to use by the end of the day. Well, this includes getting the email that's part of every one of those email order forms. All 13 of them has an email specific to that order form, so each one changes, and I got to learn how to do that, period. Well, that's what I did. Almost. I say almost. There's still a glitch with both the email change out and the order form itself change out. But all in all, I kept my promise doing what I had control over. Now they're working on the issues there at Entrepreneur. I'm sure they'll get it fixed. So, bam, done. The next question is, what movies did you watch during your mindfulness time today, Marty, this morning? Did you make your time for them? And were there any new instant preplay movies that called up to the screen of your mind? Well, I watched my must-see TV favorite 5 movies. I then went directly up to my office, however, and jumped right into working on the Ontoport product ordering. Those tasks are exciting, and that gets me right up to the office, so no additional movies today. My next question says, what's the one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What one thing can I do better tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways getting done, I'd still feel like a success, and it'll help things moving forward. Now turn into a power statement. Well, focusing on getting these Ontoport tasks done as soon as possible, and there's a stack in that, is the one thing I can do better each day, doing more, and moving my goal forward so that the site gets done as quick as possible. Well, my power statement for tomorrow said, I'm going to finish the Ontoport order forms and then get their URLs to Fahad to set them up as soon as possible. Well, the next question of my end of the day success routine is a success routine, not sex routine. Success routine is to ask myself, were there any mistakes or failures that you may have made today? Well, I just made one, didn't I? It's a funny one, but those things happen. We're not perfect. So were there any mistakes or failures that I made today? Well, I didn't have anything I can turn into the tool of success going forward. Once I had several struggles trying to get the emails and the forms changed out all day long for all 13 product order forms. And so I, in fact, did have a few mistakes working through that process, but I'm a success because I'm succeeding with it. And as I learn how to use this platform and make the mistakes, I remember it and I get better, and I remember and I go faster, and it's helping me. And those chat helpers are so helpful. And it's a great tool of success to have those chat helpers, that's for sure. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success today was getting the email change out figured out, so that I have the change out steps now for doing the email change out for every single product order form now. So bam, done, way to go. Whew. Anyway, my next end of the day success routine question asked me to rate my day's effort. I decided to give today's effort a 9. I worked at the speed of 9 all day and got the email issue resolved, and I got them all done for all 13 product order forms. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle that says there is a vocabulary of ultimate success in learning. It will be key to one's success. With words, we can make our noblest intentions felt and our deepest desires known. Our greatest leaders and thinkers throughout history have used the power of words to transform our emotions, to enlist us in their causes, and to shape the course of destiny. Words matter. Words can not only create emotions, they create actions. C.T. Farr. And from our action flows the results of our lives. That sounds just like C.T. Farr, doesn't it? As an example, Patrick Henry stood before his fellow delegates and proclaimed, "I know what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death." End quote. His words ignited a firestorm that unleashed our forefathers' unbridled commitment to extinguish the tyranny that suppressed them for so long. The privileged heritage that you and I now share today, the choices that we have and can make today, are because we live in this nation. This was created by men whose words they chose that shaped the actions of generations to come. Quote, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, end quote. Those are wordsmithing for sure. This simple declaration of independence, this assemblage of words, this wordsmithing became the vessel of change for our nation, a nation that they created and gave birth to. These principles lead to the next thing I'm grateful for, the law of words, which simply says everything begins with a word. Words consist of vibration and sound. It is these vibrations that create the very reality that surrounds us. Without words, a thought can never become a reality, and thoughts are real physical things. This is something that we have been taught throughout history, as far back as the Bible, which writes, "And the Word was God." Whatever that word means to you, saying, "Let there be light," and as a result, light appears, shows the power of words, doesn't it? Our thoughts also impact what we manifest in our lives, but it can be argued that the real power lies in our words. It is our words that provide a bold affirmation of our innermost thoughts and feelings. These are a confirmation to the world of how we see others, how we see our lives and ourselves. It is this powerful affirmation that our words provide, which enables our thoughts to manifest into the world of the reality, world of the physical, I say. So my question is, why do we choose to misuse our most powerful asset? Think about that. As a society, we have become conditioned to talk about our misfortunes and our problems. Complaining, criticize, condemning, and complaining. We take our interpretations of events, people, and ourselves and communicate them to the world, bringing them into the existence. So, by that admission, when we moan or complain about our lives to others, we are putting those negative words out there to become reality. When you say something out loud enough times, your words become truth. Not only in your mind, our own mind, but in the minds of everyone you are saying them to, all around us. This is reality. So then I want you to ask yourself this. If this is reality, do you really want to tell yourself and everybody that you know that you are unlucky in love, unlucky and you're unsuccessful, you're miserable, you're bored, or whatever else you have been complaining about? Especially now that you know that it is these exact words that are creating the life that you have. I teach that we should choose the words that we speak consciously. Never speak what we don't want. Practice produce improved self-awareness over our words that we use to describe ourselves and our lives. We must be careful what we speak into existence. Negative, powerless words such as can't, shouldn't, need, wouldn't, should be avoided like a plague. They stripped us of our ability to manifest a life that we want to live. Speaking into existence what we want as though it's already here. As a creator of your universe, what you say goes. Therefore, next time you catch yourself about to use negative words, regain control and frame your word choices so that they have a much more positive impact on your world. For example, if you would usually say something such as, I'm an unhealthy and overweight person, then why not change this out with a more positive, constructive statement such as, I am in the process of becoming healthier, and every day I get closer and closer to my ideal weight. That's what my affirmations in the morning, my win the day routine, every day for almost a full year now, I've spoken those kind of words. Our words are the paint which we paint our reality. This being true, we must choose our words wisely and positively so that we create a reality that is good for us, that allows us to show up as to serve the best us. Most beliefs are formed by our words, and they can be changed by our words as well, can't they? Our actions are inspired by impassioned words. An effective selection of our words to describe the experiences of our lives can heighten our most empowering emotions. Next, I'm grateful for Plutarch, who said, the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Oh man, just like Martin Luther King's wordsmithing of his famous speech where he said the words, I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live the true meaning of its creed. You and I can wordsmith our own dream and make it kindle a fire within us to get after it and make our dream happen. That's a good place to stop, don't you think? I'll be back here right here tomorrow night sharing some more feelings at that place I call my laptop right here. But until then, I wish you all continued success. Good night.